This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Boadu TV, yama munyina akwaba efamra so. Na ensemu sisi o. Ensemu sisi papa Alistair ene Nicholas. Omo se mo kenyina ne se NPP da maye na abroso. Na da mo be gane. Da mo be ye galamsey. Tu galamsey sa. Ene muso ya muso mo be den. Demonstration say NDC for tata. Nkwasiasɛm na dɔɔso wo Ghana dodo. Nkwasiasɛm na dɔɔso na dama be Ghana se ndi Ghana for be sa ato aba mam se munza medi omo so bia ene so ma.
The Tano, the Ankobra, the Brain River, and some of the forest. The Pra. Look at the extent of destruction. They sat down, folded their arms in 8 years and watched and pretended. Yes, look. In 2024, there was not a single action on galamsey. When it was an election year, Nana Addo, like I told you, the promoter, came out and told us that they lost the 2020 elections in the galamsey areas. So they had nothing to do with galamsey in 2024 in mining areas, and rather opened the forest to allow their party apparatus to enter. So like I said, he was a promoter.
A community mining by constituency chairman,
yes,
secretary, organizer.
I don't know a community. Your man boy for mining. For mining. No, Oma for one Casamon Crow for. Then they know the target. Then they go and hit it, and they keep the gold. They don't even bring it to the Precious Minerals Marketing Board to even buy. You understand? At the time, the gold sector was bassa. Obia yet your pay. So here. The difference between the NPP and the NDC is what I'm telling you now under John Dramani Mahama. One, there's a rationalization of the gold sector. Gold sector no smuggling, no Indian interference. You understand? No small scale activity. The government has set up the gold board, and the founding CEO Sami Jemfi Esquire is doing a lot of hard work. Recently, the Minister for Finance in Sierra Leone has been here in Ghana. And do you know why? Yes, Sierra Leone went to war based on their minerals, and they ravaged their country. Diamonds. So they have seen that upon the coming and the founding of the gold board and the work of Sami Jemfi, they have come to their senses that they must run to Ghana and copy best practices and learn at first example and be able to set out their mining sector to make sure they also benefit from their minerals like Ghana is doing today. So one, look at our water bodies and our forest reserves. Since John Mahama came, no single person has been given a license to enter our water bodies and our forest reserves. So there's action being taken. You understand? That's the difference between the NPP and the NDC. Then two, party apparatus are not involved in galamsey. Because are they not under investigation? Are they not under investigation? Are they not under investigation? That's the party that is ready to resolve the matter. Then this one, as we said it, those pushing the agenda to fight galamsey. Responsible community mining. Nipa in Wachi, Ghana for helicopter. Look at the commitment level. Very early on that Wednesday morning, decided to go and support to give alternative livelihoods to those who are in galamsey, so that we will draw that galamsey population into responsible community mining.
Cooperative
mining under the community.
Yes.
So for fear to attach to you tell me that we are not working. That effort alone. Look at the men we lost. That effort alone. So that's the difference between the two. Those who are fighting it within the NDC are being supported. The likes of NIMOS. Look at Sami Jemfi's the National Anti-Illegal Mining Organization. Look at the efforts they are putting. Recently, Gold Board has supported him with 5 million Ghana cedis and 5 pickups. And he says he's going to do more. That is effort. That is goodwill. That is good, clear political will with alacrity. I like the word. Yes. So the difference between the two is that under the NDC, JM and his reset agenda and his appointees, they have the political will to go at galamsey, and they're exactly doing it. Look at Kofi Amabua and his Blue Water Guard. You tell me what they are, tell me when people were criticizing them. Look at their efforts so far in the Nzima area. Look at the successes they have talked so far, and look at what they are doing. They continue to do, and then they have set up also an agency under the Gold Board to grow trees to seal our environment. The water bodies that have been destroyed, the environment that have been destroyed. I've forgotten the name of the organization, but they're under the Gold Board. They're also planting trees. And this thing does not mean that everything is well. There are challenges. You understand? People are calling for a state of emergency because they are behind the galamseyers. So that when you call for a state of emergency means that when you appear, you must shoot. Get to the Afghans. We have to say a 2-3 Amorio.
Oh yes,
it's with them. So they want to do shootouts. That's why they are calling you to come and do state of emergency. But you are following the rules and you are going by what has been laid down. We have so many rules in this country to follow in order to get to the end of galamsey. And John Mahama is exactly doing that. The party is not involved in galamsey. Party bigwigs are not behind the galamsey effort. The government has the goodwill of the people. They believe in a reset agenda and the galamsey effort. The president is demonstrating enough goodwill. The Gold Board, which was set up, the founding CEO is working so hard to make sure that the National Anti-Galamsey Task Force is at work and achieving its aim. And the Almighty Minister, Kofi Amabua, Bema no Joe Bonidia. That one who Brazil.
Send the one who saw the banks of
yes, and Cobra River. I'm not in region. Well, look at Osano. Ono Pentecost Akwala. Into Brazil wonumu.
Praise him.
Yes. Control Merade. He's of that type. He's a calm type. Into Onyena de gidi. Say Onyejuma. Obajuma papa. So the team, you understand? If you look at the team under the Lands and Natural Resources Ministry, what they are doing. If you go to EPA, you understand the Environmental Protection Agency. Yes, the former minister who passed. The authority now. Then even the minister who passed, the environment minister who passed. What's his name? Murtala Mohammed. Lemuna, who was also part of the national security, who was also involved with the stopping of galamsey. Dr. Atusapon, all of them, their name remains etched in gold until we come to the end of the galamsey fight. And like I said, JM will not stop at anything. There are challenges, yes, but we will overcome them because his actions clearly show that he wants to stop the galamsey in Ghana. That is why he has brought the responsible community mining. That is why he has set up the blue water gas. That is why he has set out the Gold Board to rationalize the gold sector for everybody to benefit from the gold. And I'm sure very soon we will see the benefits of the gold sector when Sami Jemfi's gold sector goes south to build schools, to help construct roads in those communities that mining has come to destroy. We'll clearly see it. And like I've said, Ghanaians should now begin to see the difference between the NPP and the NDC when it comes to galamsey. As for Nana Addo, he was promoting it. And as for John Dramani Mahama, he was demoting it. And we can see the effect of galamsey on our water bodies. Just in this short time, 8 years, someone to me, almost saying, but Sami Jemfi will tell you in his interview that there have been improvements over stability in most of our water bodies, and we are working at it. We will not stop at anything. Look, excavators have raided our shores under the NPP. They have come, but look at the idea that this government has set out, that any excavator that enters the system must be registered and must carry a chip so that we know where it is going and we know the work it is doing at all times when we sit in one place to be able to stop it. Now must for the more we need drones. I think then they must build their capacity. Look, there is interagency link. Sami Jemfi's Gold Board is not working alone under his NIMOS. There's interagency. The police are involved. The Navy is involved. That is why they are able to clear all the chamfines on all the major rivers. The armed forces themselves, the army itself, is also involved. And I'm sure the Air Force will soon join with their helicopters. I cannot sit here and talk too much. I only wish them well. And I know government will succeed and clear our water bodies and then help to stop people from entering our forests in order to make sure we get the benefits of our forests. Forester. And you quiet kekeu. And no, you quiet in Norway. You have snails. You can pick snails. You can pick mushrooms. You can even the forest can provide you with a timber that can go on export. Today, go and check the export value of mushroom living Ghana. The snails living Ghana. Then even as a forest, look at bushmeat. The turnover of bushmeat with our chop bars. So when you talk about forests and our water bodies, they are so important to national life. They create employment for hunters, people living in the rural areas, chop bar operators, and other things when they make game from our forests. Even the picking of firewood to burn charcoal for our city center use and all other things. We cannot sit down and allow the NPP to continue where they left off, where they didn't take any action in 2024 because of elections. John Mahama has clearly shown that he has the right ingredient, the most important ingredient, which is the political will to resolve the galamsey issue, and it's on course.
NPP for say omo demonstration against galamsey fight na abino modern bobo na wo form. Salam Mustafa ye national youth organizer e di enim man de my press conference. What the beka hwan na ye nkomra.
Mami fanyiwe
Ferry.
Salam
na lawyer Sumbo.
NPP for.
Also 23rd of September yes.
A
demonstration
against what?
Against the government
For
galamsey fight.
They have not declared the state of emergency. We cannot declare.
Akufo-Addo declare state
Wow, you see, Salam only wait, and Salam is used less.
Okay,
you understand?
The use near less.
Only we go Kasakra only cloud. My position ukita Sami Okumu kita pen. They used to move the crowds.
Kabomu.
Kabomu. You understand? So who they what to men make say you as you Salam Mustafa, you are useless. You don't deserve me to come and talk about it. And I make a clear. That's a useless commodity. You party in Kromu, Bagabaga Juma, and you are talking about TikTokers. Say near Kasa. Yeah, you go prison. Tamamunte, then you can. What do you say on there? Look at people on TikTok today. Look at how people talk. And you say what? There shouldn't be sanity in the democracy. What are you saying? Please, let's stop what we are talking about. If you don't know there, whatever demonstration they are planned, they can go. They couldn't go on a demonstration when Nana Addo opened the forest under Article 2462 to allow their own party members and apparatus to take licenses to enter our forest bodies and enter our forest reserves and our water bodies to go and destroy. Salam Mustafa was nowhere to be found. He did a demonstration. Look at him. He's lost. But you see, such young men, he wants to be popular. They are in opposition, and I'm sure they'll be running for election soon. So he wants to make himself, put himself in readiness for it. Me say NPP before making a thing in our demonstration. No money be here. They catch them. Why go and waste your time over this? Why go and waste your time when in 8 years your government didn't do anything? They rather send their party apparatus to go onto the field to destroy our lands and destroy our environment. Environment Jama NPP 2016, and no Omodima 2024. Is that what they left for us in 2025? So Salam, it seems you are blinded by your leadership of the youth. We are called elections in Sema Ukae, ni nyoma Nkwasiasɛm, Yehumoto. Say amuna 3.8%. You can't. Still your number is dwindling. You make sense. Now say I say member of parliament back. Say na jailing no US pay. Unte ye. It's a who crack there will be another election. We went to
US and Australia.
Okay. By election.
Australia.
Yeah, by election.
You jailing pay.
Yes.
And now on
DMP. There will be by election.
I was saying you're prosecuting.
Our rating in Nkwasiasɛm. Our rating in Nkwasiasɛm sitting near dia. But our rating in Nkwasiasɛm sitting near dia na Bama will be fine as Kumikoe. And when we went to rate ourselves in Nkwasiasɛm, we are at 54%. Can you imagine? A constituency we didn't win in 2024. It tells you that the government's effort is now rising. And like I said, I want to salute the likes of Amabo and Sami Jenfi. I cannot leave them out. And like environmental, Madam Professor Kluche Brown, all the team that is under the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources that have put in this effort to bring the galamsey fight to this level. Oh, Naimos, oh, Nipa, Forest, Omako stop ashawo for ni nyoma asifo ni nyoma boni ekoso
wa kotiane ne
yes and all those areas yes they are working they are massaging girls yes they are massaging
perform who ko galamsey area dia we ko na they pay better than the city center here in Accra. You understand? There's gold money there. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. Then there's red it sells there better than Accra. They're selling one red
you know. Yes, they're selling there around red. You at one pill 50 cedis.
The capsules, tablets, on my style.
Opios now you can't want them. Yes, opios you can't want them. Mom tobacco 50 cedis. Oh, mine sasi. Accra 20 cedis. It's a lot of money. So if you find your way into that forest and you are doing business, if you are into prostitution, what you make a lot of money? No tax, nothing. Just some short not no ajusi can now go. They need it because we always let me share by time. You understand? So that's the problem. The youth are being destroyed through galamsey. We must rise up. Most of them are SSS. Instead of some bad normal backroom, normal bedroom school, so most of them have run to galamsey sites. I'm telling you, it's paining me. I don't want to mention names. I had no families who have lost their daughters to galamsey, their sons to galamsey, and they will never recover them again. Until you bought galamsey, Dima. It started way back. Gather them and sell. It was a local initiative. Yes, it was when diamond concessions had been given in Achime Jobia in the eastern region by the chiefs to the whites, the best company, and they were digging, and the local people were not getting anything. So they rose up. A Sukesi River. You can go to Achime Tresu, you find the river there I'm talking about. So they rose up and said, yes, that they also want to take part in that economy. So the chiefs gathered with the white people and said, oh, with your shovels and your pickle axes, when we dig with machines, so you two can go and gather the sand, wash, and then you come and sell. So gather the stones and then come and sell to us. So it's a corruption of the phrase, gather them and sell. That brought the galamsey. Way back, we have been trying to fight it from 1691. We have never been able to stop it. 1691. When the first export of gold left here, it was through galamsey sources. And I'm saying that with the rationalization of the gold sector, the coming of the gold board, the improvements in the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, the interagency commitment from the military, the navy, the armed forces, the police, the immigration service, and all of that, I'm telling you that success is at the end of the road. And I wish the minister well, I wish Sami Jemfi well. And as for Salah Mustafa, like I told you, he's a useless commodity.
Less. May I say?
Don't listen to him.
Okay, lawyer David Worry Brown. Let's hear you.
Nico. Wow. Ayana nkrofo bi epese omo pushi GM. So omo pushi ne saa enka GM onye nipa onim sana ye govern. Our advisors are they will make mistakes. So omo person omo push omo no munye mistake, then they can leverage on the mistakes. What I say? Oh, go declare state of emergency. Now monso gidi na e the confusion amba. Now one say na ye wo cocoa board. First na cocoa board anyhow. Kwame Nkrumah no enya adwempa say ye establish cocoa board. Ama say na oka ye be rationalize cocoa sales. At me ato ama bibia we have a central pointer. You bet me export it. I'm a sanitize cocoa sector no. To the extent say even cocoa roads. Why are we doing cocoa roads? To make sure say you bet create opportunity. Roads and I no ama cocoa. Omo grow cocoa no. Omo harvest here. Omo timi anya kwan papa so omo fa so a. Omo di cocoa no beba purchase centers no. Ama timi export it. Now gold. Esha se galamsey big NPP time. Papa bi also Kumasi na yese ono ni Ashanti regional chairman of the NPP. Yese dia ye friend e wun to me. Etimi betena radio su TV su gold e kire say ono wa ye galamsey kimping. Akonta mining or gold or sika etimi brage. Ono anso timi sorry e ka say e wa Asante ma ono ani kingdom e wa Asante region one because why galamsey champion ama yetimi aton forest reserve also ye protect no NPP for omo ela mo aton forest reserve no mo say contaminate forest reserve e babo e ho bam komu na cause ye gold e ko mining gold e wo ho no mo enti watimi mine anya sika ama de sika no e hwahwa ne ho eyi na eche no omo so mo fight galamsey ama yatimi achi excavators ama in Ghana excavators ni size enye ti say Land Cruiser excavators etimi so bigger than Land Cruisers yati over 500 excavators amu chi no aira ewo maimu and Akufo-Addo 500 plus excavators got missing in this country and Akufo-Addo. Excavators are not bicycles. Excavators are not even saloon cars. 500 got missing and Akufo-Addo.
Didn't they fly? Nobody helicopters.
We didn't know where they passed. Ama excavators over 500. I ran on my move. Yantimi who be excavators.
Aviation Madina.
Sir.
One
excavators of 500
Madina.
Excavators in this country. They couldn't not until today. Why those excavators found themselves to know we couldn't locate them. Number two, our God, you see, almost fighting galamsey. You see, from Boadu committee, committee work in the year from Boadu who said, Ade Mboase president. Yan Crawford. Eshe galamsey asia omu dieu. Committee report in here. Kabashin mene Gama will say Kebashimene. The report, has not been actualized. Report Naira. Ekufuado. Obia also here implementing report no rather no. Oma Pamuno. Answer. Share. We are fighting a cause. The person who is leading the fight says that we have identified ABC. They are the problem. That person now or identify ABC are the problem. No, they rather sack that person. What does that mean? It means those who are creating the problem should be given the power to create more problems.
So they sack those.
They sack those who are fighting the galamsey. And that is why people say that the action of the president amounts to what the president being involved in galamsey.
The complexity of
now, Papa na yefan Bisu, Papa be yefan Bisu Charles Bisu. He was complicit in this galamsey issue.
You know he in charge of one normal fight.
Oh yes, he can. No, also say be prosecuting inteno. Also be so di MP.
Esikado.
Nyame so.
No, person contest.
Nyame on pepper so.
Grace.
Nyame on pepper so. Omani rusuye.
Bunu kom.
Bisu rusuye. Enye bisu nkwa. There were other people in the presidency. Na enye jinaponu Sami jinaponu na omu yes a concession no. Create airline no oil lands minister. No yes a airline na. Say yenko enter forest body say yenko say niama no. Now we were fighting galamsey. Now niama we na course no. The whole country civil servants say we are going to what on strike so that Akufo-Addo would make sure that they fight galamsey. They quickly came back. Oh, you better anyway. Now NDC buy. NDC buy no. You see, if there is a problem and you come to meet a problem, you don't rush to confront the problem. Every wise man will sit down, analyze the problem, and then determine which solutions are the best. And you don't just fight it at a go, you take it step by step. The first step is let's establish a gold board. When we establish a gold board, we'll make sure that we rationalize all sales. And that will prevent those who are doing kalabule with the gold. So they started arresting some Indians and some Chinese people.
Oh yes.
Gold in their journey anyway. That was a fight against what?
Galamsey.
Number two, they established what? Coastal guards. Coast guards. And yes,
Blue water guards. Yes.
The police, the military are involved going to places to prevent what the water. Look, galamsey, what has actually exacerbated the problem? Galamsey semno the pollution of our water bodies. Galamsey has been there. But the pollution of our water bodies and the destruction of the forest in these propensities we don't reclaim the land. That is what is the crux of the matter. And the President Mahama says no, gold board has been established. They are now paying good money for the gold. Say wow, for gold now would be kalabul in chewa emrani ubedi. And yes sir, blue water gas have been established, checking those things. And look, the way and manner the rivers have been destroyed, it cannot take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It will take several months to be able to what? Stopping the thing is one thing.
Yes, to
destroy. And you are expecting Mahama to use 8 months to restore. How can that be possible? So Mahama says, let's take it step by step. We believe that with this step by step approach, and they started. You see, when you want to fight a fight and give it a long-term goal, you must sell the idea to the people who are involved to understand, say, we need to do something about it. When they buy it, we call it internal marketing. Internal marketing. It's like we are an organization want to sell a product. You must first sell the idea to the workers of the company that this is what we want to do. If everybody buys into that idea, everybody will leave it to make sure that we get the best product. And that's what this government is doing. We want to what? Educate all Ghanaians. Let galamsey themselves understand that we are destroying the water bodies. If we are destroying the water bodies, then they will come, government, what can we do together to solve the problem? So it is an approach that this government is adopting to make sure that we involve everybody, every stakeholder in this. Don't go and confront them if they do not understand the problem they are creating. When you confront them, they will fight you, and then the problem will exacerbate it to create more problems. So Mahama says, no, I'm not going to fight them the way you want me to fight them. Let's approach it in what? A rational way, so that we all come together, find ways and means by which we can solve the problem together. Look, if you are married, it's a wawari. That's why there's a problem in your family. You're having a problem. The best way to solve it is to call your wife, sit down and say, this is the problem at hand. How do we solve it? But if you think that you can do it alone, you may be creating more problems. So President Mahama, His Excellency, as a rational person, somebody who has a good mind, somebody who has been there before, understands the issue, surrounded by good, well-meaning Ghanaians who know what governance is, who understand the issues, are saying that let's take our time, let's pull back, take the thing step by step. We are fighting it. Fighting galamsey does not mean go and take guns and start killing people. No, don't forget that when you do it that way, you might end up killing innocent Ghanaians, citizens. Now look at the 8, you mentioned it. These 8 gallant men we lost on the flight to Obuasi. That alone should tell you, if you have lost these lives, that alone should tell you that government is prepared, government is involved, government is taking action to make sure that galamsey menace, ever brassy. Look, let me tell you something. NPP, it's a terrible NPP is not a political party.
Okay. It's a hunger-song group.
Look, I decided to go to bar conference in Wa. So I decided to go by bus. Obviously, planes now, let me go by bus.
Long journey.
We used to go to Wa, and when we drive, we used to maximum bus crowd 12 hours. We check 14 hours. We set off. We spent 22 hours from Accra to Wa. I'm not exaggerating. I sat in the bus.
Early. My latest trip took me 3 hours.
Wow. From Accra to Kumasi, we spent almost 8 hours. Yes. Why? We spent about 3 hours at Pokwasi here. This is a government, that was a government which said that they have constructed 10,000 kilometers of road. That was a government that said that they have declared a year of roads. And I was on the road. When you see the road, look, the roads, see the road that have been constructed by Atamil's Ronley's time. They were the roads that were using, but all the roads are dilapidated. Then I asked, where from the 10,000 roads why they ever here? You see,
we will talk about it in people's pockets.
Yes. You see, you know why I'm raising this issue? We will talk about big push, but the reason I'm raising this issue is that NPP is a party that will come and talk, lying to Ghanaians, and Ghanaians will believe that they were doing something better. But when you go to the ground, you see that they are woefully, they are pathetic liars, nation wreckers, destiny destroyers, and look, they are not a political party. That is the way they are pushing us. You know why they are pushing for state of emergency? When you declare state of emergency, they know that they have schemes that will benefit them from this state of emergency. Because when a state of emergency is declared, law-abiding Ghanaians will pull off. Then because they know the intricacies of where the galamsey properties are. You just set away like set away will create some form of tension. Yes. Then they can within the tension and steal, because they steal properly when there is always tension. But Mahama, His Excellency, knows the way and says we will not declare it. And I was happy when he was bold enough to say we will not declare a state of emergency. We are not there yet. So for me, I must say that the galamsey fight is on. See, a new beer or Russia court, and no over winning case. Court and no interest of the boxers are kunso and you Russia ring mwegidi. Who's Azuma? Those that fight on Yagidi or Tony Buna or Tatis now or ever on me, baby of a bomber only. Well, Panawiteka, Oba Azuma now or Yagidi, Azuma Bunia because of 1,000 man. Baby, Mamika, no lefty. On almost unanimous is a point. Let me tell you, Azuma beat Whittaker, but because
at that time,
but because Whittaker is champion, under the scheme of things, you have to beat that champion very well.
That time, Azuma further with co-welterweight.
Let me tell you, when Azuma called for a rematch, Whittaker said lie.
MK 1 year offer, yes.
I get it.
Yes.
If Whittaker had met Azuma the second, Azuma would have beaten him around round 6. You see, so sometimes nkrofo mu ege mu din say gidi ena dey yi you dey Akufo-Addo beba rush we fighting galamsey fellow country. What have we achieved with the fight? They rather created more problems for us.
Brofo na o kan on things in ye mu bi ayeti. Me I went to Itimota school, I read literature in English language. It was all the Brofo no kra no. I want to meet him and challenge. I
am saying all this on authority. I have schooled more than Akufo-Addo.
Charlie,
Akufo-Addo, the best certificate he has is what economics, Bachelor of Arts, economics. It is on a third class.
Yes,
but it's a first degree. Yeah. His best degree is a first degree.
Even that why he admits he does not understand economics.
I had to
go and bring Baomi.
I am not bragging to
economics.
I do not want to brag. I do not want to brag. I get in it. Yeah. I do not want to brag.
No,
but at least I have 2 bachelor's degrees.
No, you are a lecturer. You have been teaching.
I get in it. Yes. Akufo-Addo does not have a bachelor degree in law. He does not have a bachelor's degree in law. I have a bachelor's degree in law. And I have BA, economics and sociology, combined major.
Charlie, go on.
Which I say, I have 2 master's degrees. That's in the 3rd one. And I'm a final year candidate for PhD. He said, I don't want to talk. Which I say, the man is which I say,
he went to Kimbu. We should go to his
we want a student.
No, he went to Kimbu.
He's not trying to say, Alistair is not trying to say
Martinez.
What he's trying to say is that those days Kimbu was one of the top schools. And if you attended that school, he went to University of Ghana. You see, you couldn't achieve the kind of rich contemporary. Which has anti-galamsey fight.
Okay.
Mahama has taken the bull by the horn. When Ghana was having issues with power shortages, he went to Parliament and said, I will fix it. He fixed it.
The guy is a fixer.
Mahama, when he was being inaugurated, he went, when he was even giving his first State of the Nations address in Parliament, he said, I have not come here to complain, but I have come to profess solutions to the challenges that were left behind. And that is what he's doing. And I believe and pray, and we are backing with prayer. By the time his tenure ends, okay, we will solve this problem of galamsey. I want to take this opportunity to salute my brother, my junior brother, Sammy Jemfi. That guy is a very, very hardworking young man.
Oh, yes.
The
very
CEO of the group.
Too much.
Sammy is too much.
Sometimes
he understands the area.
If I'm praising people, I'm hesitant. I can praise them, but sometimes I don't want to praise them too much so that it will get into their head. But I can say the young man is doing very, very
excellently well.
So we need to protect him.
Yes, brilliantly well.
Washa say Juma Panteno. No more the sa girl Sika Sembina Wakocha Agrada Scam. They wanted to tarnish his image of the past. But we will not. We will support Sammy Jemfi. We will protect him spiritually, physically, whichever wisely.
Socially.
We are praying for the lands minister. God will protect him. All the other ministers, interior, all those who are supporting. And I am praying that.
Don't forget that the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources is a Church of Pentecost.
We are born by a man.
Give him some tongues.
Correct. Karus kabaladi salabarutakas.
Seek God's blessing.
Nobro sati balabahe katahas.
Yes.
In the name of Jesus Christ, God will preserve them. Amen. You see, let me tell you something. You see, Alistair, share ma obi enda die. Ghana is doing well.
Yes.
And President Mahama is doing very well. We will not allow these charlatans, just as they gave Nkrumah a bad name
and just
hanged him.
We
will not allow them to do that to John Mahama. But from today, Obibi obedi John Mahama terminal. Mimi dina tem, but me Kenyans in response as an answer to the insult. Anybody who wishes John Mahama badly, may Holy Ghost fire strike them.
You have to blow some tongues on
we need to support the good cause of this president. God chose him for us, and I believe all the people he's appointing, thinking might have gone in, prayer might have gone in to choose them. And we will make sure that this galamsey menace, we curb it. And it is not a 9-day a one-day thing. We take our time to do it, rationalize it, just as the gold cocoa board had come to stay. The gold board will come and stay, and galamsey issues and all this will be curtailed, so that Ghana say I come for a cano or then into my pie. Look, Ghana will move on. Amen. Ghana will sail on, and things will be fine. And many no more we galamsey. Minim say binu ehwe yes remo. Se omo ba na omo to mo fo say baby amoya galamsey no emboa e de yare ni eyi ebe brain ebe say yensuo na muma yente sika dodo na ye benya enye sika ne dodo a menya na betimi amaye aye odifo bakakra obenya no betimi e de aye investment bi ama galamsey ko betimi ajai galamsey ni ye ama you focus on that investment ama nyame ebe den
okay yemenase
asumdwe if any adwempa enye mining no so that it will not become what an albatross on our head.
Okay, big push program no. $10 billion na ye big pusher akwan ahroa ebetumi adahwache akwan ni bi wo kra na wonim say the previous government no mo initiate o mo ntueska bi anti akwan no bibia ni we but aban ba we mie nani ehwe de ni na to big push bradre na nti ase so Alistair Nelson big push program.
Yo, Michia DC or what Achimmansa, Madame Linda Ahenkra.
Yechiano.
Yeah, Madame Linda Ahenkra, baby, Obi and Yankupo Mawa, one did no more dream now to win drive Achimmansa.
Which year need you, Maminchia, the mayor of Accra? Honorable Michael Nick Papo Alote. Honorable Yechia, oh, Beduma Papa.
And a cateress, some more RC, Roman Catholic, who are Timothy Prime, Michiamo. Over the week, the Africa Energy Week, for any NPA, any minister, John Jinapo, they came to Kempiski and they deliberated on how Africa's energy situation is. And it was a fine conference. I followed it up, amongst others. Then the Ghana Water Company, Michiamo Deputy Managing Director, Mr. Boadu, and Munta Wakilu, the Managing Director himself. Then I've seen that there's some good work that is going on in some of the regions, especially Accra West. And I will mention Reverend Engineer Francis Lamte's name. He has been able to sit with the electricity company of Ghana within the district of Accra West to be able so that they understand the work they do together and the collaboration they need to make sure that there's constant flow of water in our taps, because electricity affects the flow of water because of the need for the use of the pumps. So it was a good conference they had a collaborative conference. And then the board of directors too came to visit him at the Accra West office. He was far away in the Volta region. He has been brought to Accra. And in recent times, there was a lot, the water was shut down about 3 weeks ago around the area of Kaneshi and Botiano. You can check. From Friday to another Friday. I had to walk to his office. But he explained the situation to me, put his books down, and as an engineer and water supply expert, he went to the site, made sure he went to the headworks in order to restore the problem. Because the tanks of the pipes that were creating the problems. I want to use this opportunity to suggest to government that we must overhaul that Wager Dam. We must be able to re-dredge it, and then the 8 of the pumps that are working, we must add the 4. It is 12 that will supply water to Accra. We take 60% of water revenue from the Accra area alone. So why can't we supply water to everybody's home and hold that 60% revenue that we need in order to drive the effort of the Ghana Water Company? Today, I'm not a critic of the Ghana Water Company. I've become a friend, because JM's reset agenda is to make sure that clean water gets to everybody's home. So there's no fight here. Onya, look, the NPP, don't they fascinate you? You see Nana Addo, he sat on national television to do us this and then to do us this. They constructed ghost roads, 12,000 kilometers of ghost roads, 8 years after they have left power. 8 years after, 8 months after they have left power. Of the 8 years, the 12,000 roads they talked about. So they are ghost roads. They came to power to construct ghost roads. That is why Nana Addo or Trey and Saman sign. Three score years and 10, 3 score years. No, they didn't say Saman Kasa. Saman Kasa. And all Katre say we have constructed indeed ghost roads. If they are not ghost roads, that's what the difference between the NPP and the NDC. when it comes to construction of roads. Here you cannot feel the road and travel on it. From Accra to Wa, did you feel any portion? Where did you feel that portion? From Accra to Kumasi, do you feel any portion under Nana Addo's road sector? His 12,000. And which part of the country? I'm asking you. Is it the Western region or the Volta region or the Eastern corridor? So I have told you, they came to construct ghost roads. That is why he brought the ghost sign to tell us. And listen to what they did. The promoter of ghost roads, they gave money, a lot of money, to whom? To me. Yes, under the Cocoa Road sector, to go and construct ghost roads. Who to me led the charge to do the Samine roads. Say, Saman Fombe Faso Anajo. Disikana Napa. Now that is exactly what they did. That's the difference between the NPP and the NDC and Nana Addo. Then I'm the minister himself. He will come to you, Master, per contractor. They take the money allegedly. They don't construct the roads, and you don't see the roads. Yet you go to the Ministry of Roads and Highways, you will see that contracts have been given out, and monies have been paid.
Yes, a road has been done. But you don't see the money has been paid. So that's like the Boadu. When the whole vice president told us that 12 million United States dollars was paid for the construction of Boadu. We cannot even the Palugu Dam. Yes. Thank you, Palugu Dam. 12 million United States dollars. I traveled to Bolga. I did not even see a block. There.
Well, what did you see? Yes, that's the money. The money.
And where's the money?
So that's why I told you.
When people like this are talking, and then he wants to say he wants to become president in this country,
he will not. So Amwakwata created the ring. He was not afraid. Ono Nana Addo offers it. Say Dina of Free Kasa. Into a cofani for a brotress on one by your Bugatanibi. Ono the likes he is a road. He's a road guy. Kenofurata. He's a shadow Kenofurata. Ono Sophie.
Has disgraced lawyers, Papa.
Or Seno. Oblique to me, Bisani She. Or Nambako oblique to me. I'm telling you. Exactly what he did. Listen to what they did. They stalled the Cocoa Roads project and gave the money out and dissipated the funds under the Cocoa Road.
One chandy.
And they didn't construct one Cocoa Road.
Yes,
and because of their action, John Mahama had to now remove the Cocoa Roads and bring it under the Ministry of Roads and Highways. That is what I'm telling you. They destroyed the Cocoa Road sector. Then they sent Afenyo Markin to go and head the road fund in order to go and also allegedly dissipate all the road fund money. He himself, Excel Ghana, his company, he gave himself over 3,000 contracts allegedly under the road fund sector in order to construct the roads.
He destroyed that place just as he destroyed ECG.
Yes, and Ghana Water. The roads never came up. I'm saying they are the constructor of Goats Roads. And yet Goats name so Goats Roads. You travel around the whole country and you not see any kilometer of a road constructed under Nana Addo. Yet monies that have moved between Afenyo Markin allegedly. Then look at what they did. They turned our road tolls into toilets in the middle of the road and urinaries. I gave them the room. Say, oh, you instead of paying toll for the road you are using, stop and urinate. Hey,
highways. So now we could jump. That's
what I'm saying. So that's the difference between the NPP and the NDC when it comes to the road sector. This is what they did. They constructed ghost roads. They gave money to people who went to chop, who didn't construct the roads. They didn't re-graveling. They didn't go and do. The Amakwata himself, who was minister, was so careless. He was so reckless. You understand? He gave monies out. In the end, Nana Addo came to tell us the story. He himself, promoter of ghost roads. And then 12,000 kilometers of it, we didn't see one of them. Any of them. Look at the difference John Mahama brings on board. John Mahama is just 8 months. Yes, that's the difference the NDC makes. Exactly. The NDC understands the use of our roads, that they bring economic return to us, that when we travel on our roads, they are so important that we have to let our passengers, our travelers, our citizens, our goods and services be able to move from one destination to the other successfully in order to make economic activity and social activity progress. So that's the idea of John Mahama. So he comes in and he wants to integrate all the major road sectors under the big push program. He has Yisika to her, you understand? He has allotted money for the projects. It's not muff Sikani Daho, ready to move contractors, and it's not any contractor at all. He's talking about local, tried and tested Ghanaian contractors, that the money will come into their hands. And when Ghanaians earn, it goes to improve our GDP. When they pay Ghanaian people. It will go to drive our homes. People will be able to look after their wives, look after their children properly because the money is coming to their hands.
Contractors will become more experienced.
That's what I'm saying.
Construction.
They will gain more experience working on their own Ghanaian projects and growing it and seeing it last in their lifetime. So this is a clear opportunity. This is a clear shift from the old Saman roads, the ghost roads, to this one, proper roads.
Under a correct minister, Abuja,
yes,
who is ready to work.
The difference between Abuakwata and Abuja is that Abuja is a focused person. He has an ambition to make sure Ghana succeeds.
The man is a surveyor.
Yes. So he understands where he is. And he knows the extent of bad roads. I'm sure in his family somebody has been involved in an accident on a bad road before. So he speaks with passion. Unlike Abuakwata, who came to destroy, governs Abuja is here to repair and to make sure Ghana benefits from the investments that we make in the road sector. That's the difference between the two of them. Then Ashanti Regional Chairperson of Nana Addo, he will not go and take road contracts like Cocoa Roads, like Wood-to-Me, and go and chop the money and not construct the roads. That is the difference between the NDC and the NPP. Nana Addo is focused on his business. And even if he takes a cocoa road or he takes a road to construct, he will do it of Kumasi. He will make sure he constructs the road and hit his chest and tell the Asantemai, and this is what I've been able to do through my contracting firm. I took the contract, I've been able to execute, hand over to government, for citizens in Kumasi and Ghanaians to be able to use. That's the difference. You understand? That's the difference, I told you. And we will not go and put somebody to go and head the board. Somebody who is not qualified to be a minister. Somebody who has demonstrated his character, going to Ghana Water to be bought here, where he gave himself contracts allegedly and put a checkbook in his armpit and was walking around. ECG. Then, yes, at ECG, he did the same thing. Then you go and put such a person at the road fund. What do you expect? He gave himself contracts allegedly that he even didn't execute. We have to chase them for the money. So unlike the NPP, the NDC has put in the right people who understand road, people who understand the importance of road. Governor Abuja, if he tells you where he comes from, there was no quota in his home village. He was growing up. Yes, so he understands the importance of good roads and connectivity from one town to the other, from one region to the other. And I'm telling you, this big push program would not fail at all. Mama is at it. He has only 4 years. He has nobody to deceive. He has no electorate to come and say anything to deceive. He's straightforward, focused, and he knows the agenda. Remember in 2020, he raised this issue of a big push. He didn't win. But now that he has won, he rolled it out. And when you listen, I'm telling you, you clap for him. Me, what I want him to do is to look back at the Western region. The Western region is so neglected when it comes to the road sector. All the resources of this nation come from the Western region. So, yes, the big push is affecting other areas. The Eastern Corridor is affecting larger Ghana, and other places are going to get roads to interconnect themselves. But I'm saying that I'm drawing his attention to the Western region. That has been so neglected. I feel that there has to be something deliberate that has to be done for the Western region in order to, that they also see their end as a people. Ambassador, High Commissioner Zita Benson Suba. I'm saying Neno Betu Every Ghana. Nanke say Obama show no suna Obedamwasi not that yes. I'm doing this without a permission, but I have to do it. You understand? I have to do it. Enti nyame shano baby okobia as High Commissioner no. So yes, she's the first woman High Commissioner. It has never occurred before. You know, John Dramani Mahama, the drama never ceases to happen. John Abebio, you understand? She's the first woman commissioner at the High Commission in the UK. And I know she will make a lot of difference and bring a lot of difference in a new role. She has been in the Czech Republic before, and we saw the outturn when she was there. And we are hopeful that she will bring a lot of grace to Ghana. That's where all the international agencies are. And we need a skillful person, somebody highly intelligent, somebody who knows the law to be able to move in there, to be able to negotiate for Ghana to get the best things ever to come to this country.
No, Adam Fubi also enjoy your submission. Your friend Ura, aka Nana Addo, also say how your friend Ura, aka Nana Addo, height and account. No friend Nana Addo. No, it's all right. It's your wife in Nkwaladi now. Answer na lawyer Bebemuno, me pacho obi ofie na ope chamber hall ope chamber hall unyan wo Legon unyan wo North Legon unyan wo Madina unyan wo North Kaneshi area ho nyina na nini beje ho pa ba hyiahye nti ompe agent bia asem nti se wo eye Madina wo North Legon wo Hachu area ho ba Legon area ho yina o say onya North Kaneshi so pe nti North Kaneshi so wo ebibi saade a wo betumi ayewe nti meni aba area ofia ha ya to obi am the number no betu dwana wa frɛ ya montwe mo number no mrana memfa ntu dwana obi bema ebi dodo na wetumi anya because no ho papa no next week also to me fi baby ofin o we drum he ya nti mombo aye wa wo dina a broadcaster te wa nche nimnyam hye
Nico
okay
you chia ashama fina all coordinators of Mwachama Hateka and an incrof Fabian Wina Stella Gauga when executives na Micha Shama MP su NS Nogbe and a minu Tony Apejon win me chia chomina
obi abejo
me chia me wife and son me nkola almost share Mrs. Nico big push now only big push unim agenda no
as the name suggests
30 kilometers before you enter every major city capitals no they are going to about double road 30 kilometers.
You don't mean it.
I'm telling you that's the agenda, the big push every before you enter regional capitals 30 kilometers. They should have done it throughout the whole but because they want to do anything on 30 kilometers before you enter the best safe you then and that's within 24 months. Big push agenda and roads on 24 months. What's the way?
So there are timelines.
Yeah. Now I have expanded so that at the end of the day, I'm a bomb pass NDC government maintenance will be 32 years. All roads in Ghana, major roads in Ghana will be what? Double road. But don't forget, say, Accra to Kumasi, almost 3 lanes here, 3 lanes there. Okay.
Yeah.
Drawings number.
Yeah.
Nico. Nansi ya na mitu kwan kwa wa na uko wanso a ufi Accra ubehwimwa kofa suhum Linda do enyinem nkoko dwaso konongo Kumasi befa ejisu na won say ejisu from ejisu to Kumasi no na kufo double road bi on sa road kra apaska
traffic was no.
Now from Kumasi to a single room. Now quite yet. Now you can't big pusher. The president say Ufa Eastern Corridor no. Say at me as a quina about reduce distance for about almost 8 hours.
Yes. Traveling from
Accra through that place to the north.
So the middle belt is longer.
It's longer
than the Eastern Corridor.
Now what when you say Bayre or places like Dambai.
Yes.
Anyway, last Michelle TV almost duane ebu. But omutimi enya bias.
Yeah.
Now maybe some will say, the Bible says that when the righteous rules, the people rejoice. And when the wicked rule, the people mourn. Mahama eba sono. We don't know by virtue of a divine providence,
Okay.
Food eba. Duane. Enya ni na mo friend and whatever.
No buy
ever. Food prices are going down. And to also say to me, yes, I road now. You better me the buyer and nam fish. When me pay, I cost more fish pan. Sanya me better me fee than buy one.
So with good roads,
get the cratching areas to the city
cheaply. Less transport
costs. So far, Western region, we have a lot of food coming through that area. Now you can't do any area. Let's talk about what other things. Omo amutimiri cocoa export items for export. Niama ebe exporte. Set me yes our roads ni we are. Ebe buamasa transport cost na ebe form. Now big push no. Omo ye roads ni there no. They're also thinking about railways. So. His Excellency Mahama is thinking about railway. When him say inland port na ukokuma Buankra. When is the construction so vigorously.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Now ushe boki yani Ghana ni Burkina Faso. A lot of activity goes on through our routes anyway. Omotimi yesa kwaina ebeboa ama the country will open up and the business activities can go. Wow, if investors ebeba umaimu abe investia omo ye manufacturing is no depending on where person will locate no adiba ko so omo beto raw materials from the hinterlands no adiba ko share any road infrastructure because some raw materials na bia omo use cocoa omo use banche omo use body anyway you know they watch say ye to sani me fi hinterlands na kwan be so na be fa ebeba road. Look, President Mahama wants to resuscitate the Commander Sugar Factory. Now sure we can grow sugarcane Asitwari. Sugarcane can also grow. Sugarcane can grow in some other parts of the country. But sugarcane, no, it was say who grow. It should be able to last 7 hours. It should reach to get the best. No? It should reach its factory. After we have harvested. We have the factory at Commander. And these roads, you let me identify even some places in Ghana. You let me grow sugarcane. It will create job for the people to grow sugarcane, and we can transport it easily and faster to our Commander Sugar Factory. Abe processing. All this are the thinking of the government of the NPP led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Sanyama we it will bring a lot of jobs toward the youth, the teeming youth. They be yes to say ejuma anyhow. Nico, so we share approach of John Mahama. Me share John Mahama ni ya oya. Na makaya Nkrumah. Wow. I always say President John Mahama is is Nkrumah second Nkrumah reincarnation. And I just that's it. And we will not sit down for those UP traditionalists, just as they destroy Nkrumah's vision, for them to destroy what? John Mahama's vision. University of Ghana Medical Center, Hina Nedibaye.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Rich Hospital, Hina ne transformation.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Circle interchange, Hina ne
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
So he's a transformer.
Alistair, Bank of Ghana Hospital.
Transformer. John Dramani.
Marital Hospital, Hina ne.
That's what I'm saying. He's a transformer.
Yeah.
He cannot match him.
And because of all this, we need to support this man to open up the country and make sure, say, Ghana develops. And it's a bit now can some be. You see, me no, I pray. You see, near NPP by here, Amudiska Fuska, they got the highest amount of money, the largest amount of money any government has ever got in the history of our republic.
Okay, but
they did the least projects. And the big push now, Omodato Ayaya launch. It's a welcome news. You see, and when the roads are good, Alistair, it does not just reduce accidents or travel time. It also reduces the cost of spare parts. Because a year, you don't spend so much on repairs. These things are all things that will end. If I don't buy more spare parts, I save more money. Yes, I can use that money to do other projects. And yes, sir.
Sanity.
Now, sir, it is children can also travel to other areas for school. You will not be as a parent, who's so scared. Say, me babe to go tamale ako school baby over university me manenko. So it will ease pressure on some of the schools in the cities and people will be willing to go to schools in other areas. And this is how we develop a nation. And I believe, sir, this vision must be supported. Now, we know one thing. Mr. Agboja governs Agboja. Another astute gentleman.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
He's an engineer, and he works with passion. He knows his job. And you'll be a friend of Makwata. Omuni say road sector and Sika Wahentino. And to Obebabe did this guy, Agboja will not do that. And so, Nico, I want to commend this government.
Okay.
And I encourage every Ghanaian to support His Excellency John Mahama with his agenda of transforming this country.
Okay.
So Ghana be fan into my power so that investors can come in.
Enema bi koso na yanhwe ye na ye de kutu adane that sign to Ghana National Fire Service. Bibi ekoso wo ho efa na omunsa asensem bi na say oswetu ana mo pakra me pese wo bebiem ma koso na Ghana National Fire Service nsa asensem no.
Yo me da sene akwanya odi amame. Onya me edempo ne bai me nam Laboni Children's Home.
Okay.
And BBC o me nko Chinese embassy wo. Me ko ya ye bu wo na ye bu no.
Chinese embassy
war. What now able nefie chief fire officer there. Ora Blanson Chinese embassy. Ora Blanson na team no free.
Okay.
Into free no kuno buy no ankotrem. Ghana National Fire Service Force omo renovate. Chief fire officers residence from 2006 up until now.
Okay.
Inti na me wanwa. Inti ye bisa munu na say that sale of that land was initiated in 2021. Yes, and nipa so omote three allegedly. What you say? Ewo Bobika, the chief director of the Ministry of Works and Housing. Nidia Bemu, Reverend Yawosei. Nidia Bemu Steve Yawosei. Nidia Bemu say Oni Lands Commission Phobi allegedly one pepra and one other guy be Omo Ayeden Akonaivi Kanana. And Omo Kache Fire Service Force say, oh, they'll relocate them, they shouldn't worry.
Hey.
How is that possible? You see how the fire service has been neglected over the years.
Okay.
I buy a free worker in 8 years. One more fire tender back. Or no, fire service in so only quarters were baby to say your police quarters, your immigration quarters, or no only quarters were baby out. And the workers they have to rent wherever they are. Now say yet near 20 fire officer residence by this time. Under a reset agenda where we want to reset the fire service. Yes, see a tone. Ora wahi. Where is Ora? Is it because Ora was a vehicle that was set up to stop all their nonsense when it comes to land? Has the vehicle stopped in the middle of the road? That is why they have come back to come and do what they are doing. And you know, omo bu one here no. Omo ferry, omo sakro bae, no mu ba be bu dainego. So omo to dino. It me na America the chief director Ministry of Works. Now yeah. They catch them. Look, already the fire service is one of the most neglected under the Ministry of Fire.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Look, now saying fire a Air Force helicopter will be if you go to the advanced countries, even in Togo, the fire service in Togo, they run a Jaguar Air Force fleet. A Jaguar Air Force fleet here in Togo. What are we doing here in Ghana? They don't even have one helicopter. Fire service helicopter be do what he says. Someone you cry, oh my giant and spitting so until they get somewhere to land. We miss that opportunity. Then look at accidents. See what they need extricating machines to take the scrap off the road of the accidents.
They can't.
Die in so many years. They have to improvise every time. This same fire service, where are their fire tenders? We have neglected the service. We have neglected them.
And then a building where the woman will sleep and think how to bring this thing
and resuscitate it and selling it. We have to rise up. You see, you cannot call them to congregate. If you do so, you'll be calling for a demonstration. They are the security agencies. But I'm telling you, tomorrow, if you're in the fire service, try and walk to the place. The chief fire officer's residence is being sold. It's under siege. If it was not for the national security, Razak, if it was not for the minister, Muntaka, Minister for Interior, Muntaka,
he's a national man. I like that man.
I like that wonderful man. How they approach the issue and they have put soldiers there to smash up the people. How many langas they bow? Yes.
That's how long as they say no criminal. They have to prosecute you.
Fire service staff all over Ghana. They have to rent premises to stay in. They don't have quarters. They say what police quarters.
They should be closer to where their tenders are. So that when there's problems they can.
But they have had to hire rented places amongst us. Chief fire officer no they are doing no they are resetting agenda. So they are you cannot go and sell the army commander's residence. You cannot. You dare not. Even you cannot go and sell the chief of defense staff's residence. Let us rise up. And when we rise up, let's look at the fire service in entirety. Let's see how we can help the fire service. Let's go to Canada, Australia, America, Mexico, Europe, Singapore, South Africa, and even Rwanda and here in Togo. Let's see the best practices. Let's see the importance, the economic and social importance of the fire service in national life. Two markets now, your selling place and your buying places will be bent. There will be no economic activity. That is why the fire service is so important in national life when you go to the advanced countries. When America 9/11 happened, if it was not for their fire service, I'm telling you, America would have collapsed. In just seconds, they started working and started restoring faith and hope with the fires that had gutted America, with their actions and their inactions. So let us get up. This is the homestead of the chief fire officer, the person who's supposed to lead the service. And I'm saying this is the first time we have put a woman there. So we all need to help her and not to put her in such a position that she will not get anywhere to sleep and she'll be roaming around. What to be that? Immediately, we say immediately, let's go and all help. You understand? This thing must not stop. The aura. It must not stop. The vehicle cannot stop moving. It must be moving so that threats like this will not come up. So that persons like this will not show their faces. If the vehicle stops in the middle of the road, they come up with a lot of confidence and they want to restart some of these things that they want. They have started already with the sale of state land. So, Unya, I can tell you and I can promise you, go to the office of the administrator. There's a state administrator who manages the state properties and has account of all the state property. Go and check from 1979 up until now and see Asasia, Abaja Padia, Yashreno, and their man Krankre. Yes. So the fire service, they must sit up and secure all their properties across the whole country. The Minister of Interior must be up and help them. Madam Mausi Sapo must be called and supported. You understand? One day they are just selling the chief officer's residence here in Accra. Tomorrow it could be an Air Force officer or it could be a district officer somewhere in some village who is managing the fire service. Because and let me tell you, the service is one of the most exposed. They don't have weapons. Yes, they are trained, but they don't have weapons. And look at what they fight. They fight fire. Very, very dangerous. So why are we not protecting them enough? Me, I'm not here to incite the fire service against anybody. No. I'm here to help the fire service reset itself. It cannot happen that where the chief fire officer's residences will be sold today, and it has been sold in 2021, and government officials like the chief director of the Ministry of Works and Housing is asking them in connivance with one or two people from the Lands Commission that they must accept and be relocated. Is that not fair? Sell it to who? 2006 until now, 19 years in me. So what is it? Let's help the fire service. We see this thing cannot go unpunished. Let's look for those people who are behind this thing and punish them in such a way that it will deter others. You understand? Yes. This is a security agency, and we must support them. We must protect them to succeed. We must, every time we are complaining about them, or to be sick, or to be sick, they are not the cause of it. When they go and put out the fire, then they are attacked. They are fire service TV. They are fire service TV. They have been giving public education about how the fire service and how fires and other things should be managed at home, and their lines, their emergency lines, and how many people watch the fire service TV. I'm asking you. It pains me. They are doing everything possible to sustain themselves. And look at us, government. In America, no. Nana Addo will go down in history as one of the bad presidents Ghana ever had. Look, those places were secured by Kwame Nkrumah. Go and check those lands. They were secured by Kwame Nkrumah around the Laboni enclave and other things. Today, go and see what has happened in the past 8 years. One fire tender. More sit down by Kwame. Omo dance omo kwa renovate so musu mwebubu amoton bijamu magana phone jajimu na say sa NPP for we be mo kwa no ma ba power bi mu a ese yanka sanka I'm telling you it's a disgrace. And I'm saddened today by what I heard and what I followed up 2 days ago and what I saw yesterday, but I believe, like I told you, Razak is in control. The national security is there. There are soldiers there. Na soldier for na me ko hu onu ma jai ruthless. You try anything funny and you will see. And the building will be renovated and we'll make sure the chief fire officer will go and stay inside there and be protected to do a work in order to make the fire service succeed as it should. Okay,
lawyer wahai onfa kakranto sumaye.
Nico, we must put fire under those people who are planning to sell those fire service properties. We must put fire under them. Now they just show Nkwasiasɛm. There should not be anybody to quench that fire. Sebi Nkwasiasɛm na dɔɔso ndodo. Nico hwɛ. I don't understand, say. Abaya wants a cantonment area anyway. Now ye tonton. Now that government machinery is increasing, I have more lands closer to governance areas, ye tonton. Sometimes a bona mutons as and look like killing me. We must stop this nonsense. The nonsense must stop. Look, say no pass and painful na yabubomudi almost no, I can't think far. Why do you want to sell a building chief fire officer there who is buying it, and the person buying it, I don't what is wrong? I mean, look, Miko say a bar conference and I make a residency. Now what share residency na a building on the land at Daokakra and sana inner perimeter be minister no about yes I wall residency those days now Nkrumah no money almost establish no regional yes regional secretaries so Nkrumah and head of state at to kwaya obetimi also at be da ho no
was na regional minister
at presidential suit sanya no you will be a district anyway. Now me say say some prophet could have these great ideas. Omutimi trust asasi to hosa. Now obiba no so person oton. I don't understand. There's something wrong.
Yes. Omani ya yewi.
Wow. Ya ton abaya asasi ton. And you see when you check now here, I ask the question, who is buying this property?
That's the thing.
Please, Minister of Interior, Minister of Lands and Forestry, Lands Commission.
Yes.
This Ora Juma near Otos assassin, there must not be any refund to the person. Shame. Se can be woman, they should be prosecuted. Nkwasiasɛm sabi. Nkwasiasɛm no Addo. I was say just anyame. You see, sabi ebe yemfa ne say obi beka say chief fire officer no me kunu na acting
prison.
Oh sorry. My prison.
But so be didn't
not say dreams are cry na yesi me kunu be ono wo eda obetimi akotena can the deputies stay there?
Yes.
Even the deputies and can be stay there. If you think that a hustle more than for the chief officer, they can even build apartment there for fire service staff. You stay there. Why must it be sold?
To who?
To who?
And why?
And we need to probe those things. Yes. You see, I even think that this is the time buying workers, senior government officials should be getting those proper to be staying in those areas so that they can be getting closer to what governance where their offices so that they can operate. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Yeah, turn down and because I very so share fat tendency.
Oh, but this people sell them as scrap. Yes, they'll come. Yes,
Nico,
all the problems
we have descended so low now. We have descended so low in this country to the extent that fire service in Kwao. We must protect the prison service.
Yes,
the police service, the service.
Can you tell the IGP's residence?
No, even the military class and protect your once a military, they work with command. Say and protect. We the citizens must also protect the.
Enti Honorable Emmanuel Kofi Amabua onena yetene kan minister in charge of lands and natural resources. Ensema odi atudwa no me feel say ade o say ye kon war pa mungamu because eya hadwen hwe ankobra banks no na omo wo ho a wo fa bebia pumping machine ne ye ho gold wo ho no hadwen ye nyankobra nko a se me quarter crade of late me quarter crade pa me quarter crade na me fa river praso a wo do be poso a wo ye mbehye me nim time Alistair fa so de so fa so acha and across a loss wo fa so acha o wura be ho be poso wo nam river pra ayeko hadwene ye papa tano so na nse me ko sunyane no so metano no so aye bibie wo ho se chese yensu akese bebre a yennom na yede ye niema bebre no se sia na galamsey na sen ensuo ni na omopolo na minim say excellency John Dramani Mahama oni minister in charge of lands and natural resource honorable eye Kofi Amabua behwe asore na omotumi akwetia galamsey no papa illegal mining no kwan omofa so ye niema no what the hell river and cobra wa woni man cobra nhwema aye ne banks na nanu ni na obekona nkofo eye galamsey ayeko bebi aniema economy nim se mpanimfo betu sesa na meme ka che Ghana ni bia ne se mumma ye nyina no enye his excellency John Dramani Mahama aban na enya ye nyina ne kampanya ye part nti yenye me ye betumi ye edi aboa aban no sa na ye nyina no mumma ye nya na montu ebetumi aye edi aboa na bibie etumi akonkan ye nim se ye the blue water gas aba omo ye informant de but yes no kakra ebetumi ayede aboa no yenyemwa ko wonso mo ni nipa nsu na ni se ya enye se bi wa nipa baako eye nyina se duru mribi na chi Ghana Water Company entumi produce nsu bia anoma na kase ye import nsu a nsu bo be ye den ma ekoso na ha adwene nti moma ye nyina on hands on deck yentumi nya adwuma na yemfemboa na yensom yentumi ntu illegal mining na se because me kono ha adwene yi papa na ya ahomete ya tetesem nti ma efim no na minim se honorable ama Kofi Boa Emmanuel mo ye bia na betumi ayelde na yenya result etumi aba emda ban ne ba enche but obono hommode nti we de ye nyina yemmoa na yentumi hwe na fight against galamsey and illegal mining na bibia entumi enkonka me hwe River and Cobra me raho pa yi papa weekendi with many chance my memo e ko celebrate Dr. Kwame Nkrumah na me kosi eya ahomati nti moma ye ina ye mbra mediama moma ye ina ye mbo ye hombody na mbra bika mediama ma funim se minua nti mediama ye binua nti ma me ka che minua no na na se moma ye na ye mboa na bibia ntumi enko enkansa ye kwaye nima na the CEO the gold board and our gold board ora Samije Mfi lawyer memo aha area na wedwuma pa wo board lawyer Samije Mfi oye the CEO at the gold board na wobisa omo criticize aban no and omo criticize gold board as a 5 months on a gold board babade but nkofo criticizing a gold board and a galamsey problems yemfa bimbo gold board be existence 5 months ani meboana enti say what the galamsey man si what the bobo Samije Mfi a enti ase bi anim ana meboa ti ase bi anim gold board by 5 months ani yan hwe adwumaden omoye gold board nso galamsey so enti what is a bi mo kind of gold board na no so mo no gold board ye mo betumi aye aboa na aban no so yenti sa gold board galamsey nsem de free gold board ide say enye say ye keka na wo hwe aban na wabo no homoden aban ni deserve so say ye boni nsem ma no ye support no wo sa okwen hu fi sa aban na ye adwuma ye papa wo hwe no commitment level fight against illegal mining na aban no ayade nti ebe hia say ebeboa na ye nyina ye nti God boss ansem na mokaka na say no ora Samije Mfi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Emmanuel ama Kofi Boa edwuma mo ye no ese wani ensa de catcho and
we have shown enough commitment and we deserve some plaudits and support for the commitment we have shown.
Enti lawyer Samije Mfi the CEO of the gold board ono na wachechwen semu no nti Ghana for the eternal na gold board na galamsey problem no so de no mo yom kan bi ni I don't know wachechwen no nti meni wina no say bonsem edema ban His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene na ban abo edwuma yie papa omo ba ye nche but okom akono omo ye bi nipa ya de osaye yi nti be hia say ye bom abaso na ye jai na omuntumi nkuntia ne no nipa ya ade a osaye yi nti ye mbo omabaso ora Samije Mfi bebi a wo bia so ye bo wabaso yie pa oso wabo adwuma with gold board babadi ekwan a wafa so ma gold board ama mining nyamfa so no minnim ma yen kan show bebi a wo bia no nyame nhira no nkan ho ma nkwatenten ma wa hoden peso na wonim die ene dwumedi a wo didi bua gold board no ya de papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 1.2 and to ho gold board say bi akwatena ho keke but no nim me wo mo betumi aye nti kwan a wa ma agency na na say institution na ebo adwuma no nyame nhia papa koso no bo adwuma na fo bo a oman konkro Ghana sa the National Youth Organizer the New Patriotic Party NPP your friend Salam Mustafa ono na dodo na friend SM and no press conference kakrana press conference no omo de betu dwa press conference omo shared upcoming demonstration because 23rd of September against galamsey with the NDC government inti bibia and then omo kwatira ho ye ntobo omo de ende omo ntumi ankontia omo ntumi anya ho hwe but aban bi ba de how many months ni ye 8 months ni mudi emrika gaga say yenye ne dey nti enkonkotie omotobu ni dede huna omoye e de tata Ghana for
yes aban Ghana for akosa line ato abama no se on kai nenti Ghana for ato abama no yen kai aban no se omo no promise yen reset na reset na enini photo enye bowe no mo she Ghana for
ti Salam Mustafa dia no ka no aban mu 8 months ani mo ye di 8 years na ma mo Ghana funtie ni o ye di 8 years na ma mo 8 years mo ntumi amfa anya hwe 8 years no aban ba ye 8 months ani oguso to oye nhihye agalamsey ya yetumi ehu bi ye hu say lands and natural resource minister in charge ordinary achemo oto no hwe bebi a ese na ba yensase ne yensu o mutu hanamon wo ye dede hunu anase professor Frimpong Boateng report ne ba Montie yes president in the backyard din fichie ekura ye tubi motu galamsey akase party yeska etu chache enkofu excavators mu ye na nya flying excavators a etutu ye onwa bi embassy aviation madina ho ne ntutu man ton wendi amfa bi kura ntumi ne central ni bi a na war station bi a ye friend o wenkran ha na account me ye hu mekoe mo ma ya de ne poto na ban na ba no ton bo ase atoto ne me ya ye ni ya mo se mo ye de demonstration na nga so kasa krom se na nsem asa na ya short of words o hu nsem onka o se friends Salam Mustafa Ghana for NPP de NPP de em se nyese o moka bibia yetie 8 years ye hwe and then so be by 8 months or to niaman mo se mo ye de mo kwa demonstration mo yi mo nko ye be hwe om no bi amba demonstration and say mo kokra o ye che pure water sachet water ye do so se mu nipa amoko e de di amoko ye nche ne nipa amoko demonstration na wo hwe sachet water wo to ba ko a wo kan 1 2 3 a e do so se mo amoko mo nkwe Ghana ni bia sebiwa na dwinda form oni meko ohwe meko no anya de obedi machi because mo 8 years mo ntumi amfa anya hwe obi ba your friend saying 7 months and 8 months togbe mo ma ya so nkwa didi Nkwasiasɛm ne Nkwasiakeka ne mo ese moye na moye eniam bi o ho a airtime wanga sa no party no yese on be national ekura your friends national elections a we national officer kura we lose awie as a national officer we lose awie de hunu no moye nche mo kwan sa moye ba Ghana ni bi ensoso mo so obi abetena aban mu just 8 months what in 8 years one ye hui na Nkwasiasɛm na motete wa mudi airtime kura nsem bi se kura nyese soso so o se friend Salam Mustafa